Well, I'll tell you. I mean, culture, we might as well talk about that now, get over with.
Yep.
I mean, that's been the big issue all along is people like to have their things close by, and when you say, I want to give it to somebody else, they just don't want to do that.
And of course, you get the award there for
Yes.
our 129th show. That's the 129th time the word culture entered the discussion while we're talking about challenges.
Yes. The contracting and the budgeting issues are there also because of the way that the federal government actually manages their budgets. I mean, we have a cycle, you know, 3-5 year cycle out, and it's difficult to actually do that kind of demand budgeting that you have to do. So you have to watch it very carefully as to how that works. That's going to be a challenge to us as well. Contracting, we need more level 4 or 5 data providers. I mean, we're trying to get those right now. According for us, it has to be on the NetSense 2 contract because that's our mandate to utilize those. And so we're working with DISA to actually bring some of those vendors up to level 4 and 5 because we need them desperately because we don't have enough competition right now for doing that. The CNA is interesting because that's a big deal. I mean, we also have mission C&D. How are you going to defend it in the cloud? How are you going to be able to get into the cloud to actually do the defense? What does, you know, our 24th would like to be able to penetrate a commercial cloud to do some hunting sometimes.
Yeah,
well,
right.
that's very difficult.
Right.
And so the question is, how are we going to manage the defense when something goes wrong in a commercial cloud? That still is up for grabs as to how we want to do that, what T's and C's we want to establish into a contract, how much information has to be sent back from the commercial provider to support whatever activities we want to have, and then how much is that going to cost us? Because that's always an issue that we have, is how much is it going to cost us?
Sure.
And the last one is, of course, the agility of the operation. We want to be agile, but it's very difficult because of the CNA issues that we have to have and everything else to establish the environment to actually do that agility. They do it right now if they want to do development work. They can go to Amazon or any of the providers and do their development. That's not a big deal, and they do that really quickly. But when we say we want to move it in production, things slow down to a crawl because you have to get all the approvals and everything else. We need to figure out a better way of actually getting that faster.